Sorry about that. Not sure why we got knocked off. Internet mind of its own. So I don't know what you missed, but the score now in favor of the Riverhawks by a score of 5-1. Again, we apologize for that. As Mason Schreckengoss was able to was at the plate there, and Jablonski scored an error by the catcher. And the inning continuing with a runner at second base. Logan Badak at the plate, so Schreckengoss retired in the last at bat. Now Badak trying to bring home one more run before the Riverhawks will head back to the other side of the diamond. He looks at a ball there. Armstrong with a big inning, able to tie up this game and then tack on 4 more runs to lead 5-1. Again, we apologize for that screen being so small. We were going to set the roll with that, and mostly an audio broadcast here today. The picture doesn't want to get excuse me, picture does not want to get any bigger, so going to be audio only for you. A little bit of a close-up view there in the top corner like you normally have. Badak looks at that pitch, strike called. The 3-0 count. Badak just figured better safe to let that one go. Thanks to Jack Boylstein for alerting me of the Cameron video being down there momentarily. We don't know up here because you got the bright sun, the screen's very dim, and there's really no indicator on our screen that told us that we were off. So thanks to Jack, a loyal watcher of High Top Sports Network, one of the best out there. This one inside, so Badak will trot down to first base, keep this inning going for Armstrong, who leads 5-1. In the bottom of the second inning, shout out to Squirt, the unofficial soft drink of High Top Sports Network. Love Squirt. So I open a can of it right now. That got really hot under the sun, though. So this is going to be a warm Squirt. Something about that grapefruit pop. Somebody out there goes, oh, amen. So tip of the cap to that person, because Squirt is delicious. This one roped hard towards the right center field gap. It's going to go and drop in there. 1 run will score. And the second runner is going to try to break for home, and he's going to be safe. That's going to allow the batter to reach third. Boy, oh boy, Armstrong really taking advantage of some miscues here. Now up 7-1. Nice piece of hitting there by Wright after the walk of Badak a moment ago. Braden Wright, that ball hit just about the same spot he hit his walk-off home run, his infamous walk-off home run last year in a game against Plum. And doing a nice piece of hitting right there to bring home 2 more Riverhawks. Braden Wright now stands at third, and he's able to advance there on that throw to the plate and trying to catch the sprinting Logan Badak. I almost said speedy, but Logan, he's not slow of foot, but Logan's not going to be joining the track team here anytime soon. I think he would agree. But not slow. Still not slow. And mound visit will take place. And I believe a pitching change will be the result for Gateway. I want to thank today's sponsors while we have the chance in this 7-1 Armstrong lead. Again, today's official broadcast partner and the scoreboard sponsor, the one, the only, Ford City office spot Ryan Bowser State Farm, like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser State Farm is there. Thanks to Ryan, one of our day one sponsors, regardless of sport. He's a terrific guy, and we had obviously some insurance things going on. We don't need to tell you any more about the fire we had back in the fall, and though Ryan wasn't our particular agent for that, he gave us a ton of advice and shared some really good information with Josh and myself, and really appreciate him and all that he does, and certainly his knowledge, very valuable thing too. And it could certainly assist you, be it your home insurance, your auto insurance, really anything you can think of. Ryan Bowser State Farm, a great place to go and know you're in good hands. It's such an important topic, as insurance is, and certainly thank Ryan, not just for his sponsorship, but for having that big old brain of his and knowing how to put you in an ease of mind and talk you through some of the things that probably are very unfamiliar to you when it comes to insurance. Brian's probably listening to this right now saying, he just said I have a big old brain. Well, you do, Ryan. It's no secret. You need credit for it. Very smart man, that Ryan Bowser. That's why he's one of the best insurance guys around in the whole world. It's a big world out there, a lot of insurance guys, but few with that kind of brain size and capacity. So thank you to Ryan. Appreciate you. As do all your clients. This inning's still going for the Riverhawks, who lead 7-1. Really cashed in on, as I said earlier, some mistakes by the Gators. And pitching change. Now the attempt to kind of slow the Riverhawks' hot bats. And it's one thing if a team makes mistakes, do you cash in? And every time given the opportunity, Riverhawks come up with a big hit or a big play in this game and really in this inning. That's why they now lead 7-1. The Gators did come out and held a lead, a 1-0 lead up until this half inning, but Armstrong able to steal away the momentum and go in front 7-1. Rory Fisher at the plate, the left-hander. Is the first to face the new pitcher for Gateway. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Or excuse me, 2-2 maybe. Game changer taking a little bit to update. Low in the dirt. Make the count 3-2. That's a full count for those that weren't aware, and their full count sponsor is Nationwide Logistics. Thank you to Nationwide Logistics. Things got to get somewhere, and you better thank Nationwide Logistics for it because they're a big player in that field. Things don't just magically appear on your shelves at their local stores and establishments. They need to get there somehow, and that's why Nationwide Logistics is one of the best at what they do. That's a strike 3 looking, and that will end the Armstrong half, but not without some damage as they put 7 on the board and lead 7-1 here in this section matchup on High Top Sports Network, presented by the one and only Ryan Bowser State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser State Farm is there. We're going to take a brief break and bring you more from the Bugsy's Pizza and Wings broadcast booth here in this section matchup between the Gateway Gators and the Armstrong Riverhawks here on High Top Sports Network. Welcome back to High Top Sports Network. For those that missed it, because I don't know what you heard and what you didn't, shouting out the always delicious soft drink, or as we like to say, pop, because it is pop. If you think differently, you're wrong. But the delicious pop known as Squirt, I'm a big fan. Grapefruit is a pop. Who thought? Whoever came up with that's a genius. That ball is hit foul for strike one. But Squirt, pretty amazing stuff. I don't know. I feel like there's still people out there that have never tried it. If that's you, get on down to your local establishment, your store, maybe Sprinkles Neighborhood Market, and get you some Squirt. This one laced to center field. It should be an easy out as it is there for the Riverhawks, who now have one down. It's the first top half of these first three innings that the first batter was retired. The first two had reached in the first and second respectively. So nice start for the Riverhawks, who put 7 on the board just a moment ago in the bottom of the second. Ball 2 there. There's a wasp sitting here looking at me, prepared to sting, I think. Whoop. Oh, there he goes. Pitch there by Delano, in for a strike. Wasps are such a nuisance. I don't think they're like other bees where they serve a purpose. They're just here to sting you and build ugly-looking nests by your awnings. Nobody ever likes that. Name one person you've heard that said, hey, that's a really beautiful wasp nest you have there by your gutters. No one. That one fouled away. Delano really settling in. He had that leadoff walk in the first inning that eventually did come around and score, but he's been sharp as the defense has been behind him really after that. Demchak at the plate, but he will take a walk. There I go, jinxing poor Carson Delano. I mentioned that walk he had in the first inning, and now Demchak trots down to first base with one down. Now Harris will head to the plate for the Gators. One of the rare exotic reptilian mascots in Pennsylvania. You don't get those too often. That one will drop in, and runner will get down to second base, but nothing more, as it's quickly brought in by the Armstrong center fielder. You know, I know when you go south, there's a lot of mascots that of that particular area, and I think of Gators as a more tropical creature. You don't have them here in Pennsylvania unless some dummy decides to release it into the river, which happens from time to time. But Gateway going with that exotic reptilian mascot. Might venture to guess they might be the only Gators in Pennsylvania. I can't name any others. If there is one, feel free to let me know. I was going to say hit me up on Twitter, but it's not even Twitter anymore. And I don't know, X doesn't have the same feel to it. So I'm going to say, hit me up on X, but heck, I haven't even been on there since it's been X. Way to go, Elon Musk. Thanks for ruining that, too. So a quick meeting there of the minds for Armstrong after the Gators are able to get 2 on base. That pickoff attempt barely getting back there was Demchak. And, man, oh man, for the Gators, who are really trying to get back into this one. That could have been devastating. As Dunsmore now at the plate. Ball high there. Top of the third inning. There's a little change on our scoreboard for you. Pitch on its way, swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Delano. Hitting that outside corner, not able to put that on ball was Dunsmore. So now 2 balls and a strike. Step off there by Delano. Keep the lead runner honest at second base. This one chopped foul, so battling back is Delano on the mound for the Riverhawks. Delano, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts thus far. He's in the stretch and looking to get the first out of this third inning, but doesn't do so there as that ball's high. And run the count full. Your full count sponsor, Steffi's Country Catering. Get your grub on. Make sure your graduation party's catered by the best. That's Steffi's Country Catering. This one roped towards center field, shortstop area, and off the glove of the shortstop. And Jablonski might have had a chance if he would have thrown it to third base quickly. Hesitated and did a little bit of a double pump and then decided to eat it. So now the bases are loaded with Gators. The exotic reptilian mascot of Gateway here with no one out. So as things stand, Gateway with a pretty good start to an answer after Armstrong put 7 on the board in the second inning. They're looking to climb back into this with the 6-run deficit against them. First pitch in there by Delano, ball. We talk about mascots. My mascot in high school was a stinger. I'm convinced it's not even the whole bee. It's just the stinger itself. It's the weaponry of the bee. So I don't know if that's good or not. That one's fouled away. You know, you're just the venomous butt end of the bee. It's amazing. But it's probably better than the Lightning Laddies, which was our school mascot back in the old days, as they say. I wasn't present for it. This one roped down the right field side. Verschier gets it, and that will keep the runners where they were at. So a nice job there by Verschier to charge that one and get in a good throwing position. So the runner at third base didn't have a real good look at trying to tag up and go home. So 2 down now for the Hawks, which reside by a river, which is the Allegheny. Ball 1 there to the first, or the new batter for Gateway. Sterner looks yet at another ball. Yeah, what a beautiful view it is up here. If you haven't had a chance, come to the football press box and just kind of peer down towards Ford City. It's a look. Certainly, it's gorgeous and great place to put a school, and thus a great place to catch a game. And the ball, once again, nowhere to put him. So Delano now in a pinch. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 down. See if he just gets one across the plate and makes something a little more hittable and lets his defense do some work. That one a strike. Sterner opting to make Delano come across with a strike. He does, so now the count 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. No one across, but the base is loaded with Gators. Strike 2. Nice pitch on the outside corner there by Carson. Riverhawks trying to escape danger here. Keep the 7-1 lead intact. This one chopped towards short, thrown on to first, stretch good, and the out retired. And the Riverhawks able to leave. The bases loaded. A nice job there by Delano to dance through the raindrops. No pun intended, with the weather being like it has the last few weeks, but an excellent job there by Delano. And keep the lead where it is, and that, of course, is 7-1 in favor of the Riverhawks as they come to bat here in the bottom half of the third. Due up for Armstrong is Zach Wiles, Carson Delano, and Ian Harkleroad. The trio I just mentioned, a combined 2 for 3 thus far. The latter two, Delano and Harkleroad, with RBIs. So a nice part of the Armstrong order coming up here to possibly continue what they started in the their last at bat and add on to this 7-1 lead. Gateway, of course, trying to avoid going 0-9. A tough go of it by the Gators here so far. I mentioned how beautiful it was up here. Getting a little bit of chill now. As that sun starts setting, the temperature goes down, and you know me, I dressed as if I was going to a soiree in Tahiti. You got the short sleeve polo shirt and the shorts, and I'm getting a little chilled. I can't blame it on the squirt. It is warm. It was sitting in the sunlight, and I'll tell you what, even squirt when it's warm, not a bad thing. So, not advising you to put your squirt in the sunlight now. That's not what I'm getting at, but it's always good. So, squirt, if you're out there listening, hit us up at High Top Sports Network, staff at hightopsportsnetwork.com or 724-824-3554 if you're looking to be an official sponsor of Squirt. The title as the official soft drink of High Top Sports Network, or the official pop, that title is still available. Also a big iced tea guy. I went a very long period of time without drinking pop a couple years back. And, I think the next thing I think people are expecting me to say is, oh, man, I felt so great, all that sugar. No, I felt the same. So can't finish that sentence the way you expected. But I do love tea. Tea is one of those things I've just been a part of what I drink always, especially green tea. Love green tea and just good old-fashioned sweet tea. But on a day like this, it's the Squirt. Squirt is pretty darn good. Grapefruit pop. Who would have known? We now are in the bottom of the third. First pitch swung on, foul back by Wiles. Had that nice bunt in the second inning, using that speed of his to get down that first. Squirt making me burp a little bit there. Using that great speed of his to get down the first base line. He bunts it again. He's going to have a chance, but is retired on an excellent throw there by the pitcher. So one down now for the Riverhawks here in the bottom of inning number 3. Wiles can certainly move. is on full display there. And that'll bring up Carson Delano, who helped himself with an RBI in his last at bat. Also doing an excellent job on the mound for the Riverhawks today.
On the track is the girls 800. First call, 200 meter.
The girls 200 meter about to happen behind me if you didn't hear. That pitch high. Yeah, it's an interesting setup here when you're calling the game from the press box of the football stadium, or track stadium in this case. You get a lot of the track feedback, and if anything specific of note happens, I'll let you know. Even though it's to my back, obviously watching this game. I was a track runner myself back in high school. Played baseball and track. Couldn't get enough of sports. Ran the 800 and the mile. And a walk there by Delano, so he'll be on base for a second time in as many innings. And now Ian Harkleroad will come to the plate. But a courtesy runner awarded to the Riverhawks for Delano. Brisk. I asked Josh Schreckengost earlier, do you think this is shorts weather? And he goes, oh yeah. Well, Josh, I don't think you're right. It's getting a little chilly. Hoping that sun stays up there for me and keeps me and myself a little more toastier than I am at the present. The wind is picked up, though. I should mention that. Blowing here from pretty much from right field to left field. Although the flag, the American flag in the distance indicates it's kind of blowing out. So maybe it's blowing right at me. That'd be good for hitters. They call this the Wrigley of the WPIAL. Not really, they don't, but windy, much like the conditions at Wrigley Field, the home of the Chicago Cubs. There's a strike across for Gateway. Harkleroad the batter. One down. Count 2-1 to Ian Harkleroad. Shireen, the courtesy runner, stands at first base. That's ball 4, so... Oh, nope, that's ball 3. See, tossed his bat, thinking it was ball 4, was Harkleroad, and he fooled me as well. 3-1 the count. Runner at first. Harkleroad the batter. And the pitch on its way. Slap foul. Wind much more active than it was when this game started. Pretty constant right now. High atop the hill in the Bugsy's Pizza broadcast booth. Ball 4. Now he can toss his bat. Harkleroad does just that and will trot down to first base. Shireen will move to second base with one down. And the Riverhawks here threatening once more. We should note I got the track event going on behind me. As Jablonski will come to the plate for Armstrong. But you hear spectators going, push it, push it. You know, I used to run and I thought, why don't you mind your own business? What if I don't want to? As a double play is going to happen, the runner getting too far off of first base, and that's unfortunate for the Riverhawks to snag at second, and the runner at first getting just too far off the bag, and he is nabbed for out number 3. So that's tough for Armstrong. A big break for Gateway as a result, as we'll head to the top of the 4th inning. But yeah, my track story there. people say push it. It's like I would think, why don't you push it? I'm doing all I can here. It's not like I'm going to go out there and do, a half job. So, next time you have a runner that you're cheering for, maybe not tell them to push it, because they're probably already doing that. So, the more you know. But that will do it for the third inning here. Armstrong, despite getting 2 runners on there in an advantageous position, end up rolling into a double play, or lining out into a double play, I should say. And the threat ended there, but the lead still in their favor by a score of 7-1 over Gateway here on this mid-April day on High Top Sports Network. So the fourth inning about to begin here. I want to give special thanks to Todd Harvey, the athletic director, one of the 2 athletic directors here at Armstrong High School. One of the best human beings out there. Just an awesome guy. I don't think I've ever seen him stressed. Just very even-keeled, nice man. I've known him for a while now, since my time in journalism began here in Armstrong County, and offered me a great parking spot today right under the bleachers, so I didn't have to carry my stuff as far. So oftentimes I've had to park pretty far down there and lug all this stuff up here from a distance, but today I got the VIP treatment by Todd, so thank you to Todd. Again, always just so helpful any time of year, regardless of sport. The Iceman is the real deal, and thank him for helping me out here today. Thank you, Todd. That first pitch in there by Delano, a ball low in the zone. Fourth inning underway, and Riverhawks leading 7-1. As people continue to, what I call, heckle the runners competing in the track event behind me, telling them to push it. I wish now, in retrospect, I would have just looked at those people and they'd say that to me when I was exhausted trying to sprint what is 2 laps in the 800 and say, you know what, I am, you push it. Another ball there, and a runner now at first base. So 3 out of 4 innings, the Gators have gotten a runner on first base to begin the frame, and that will be the case here in the 4th. We will certainly cover various topics in a baseball game here on High Top Sports Network, especially when yours truly is behind the microphone. We've talked about squirt. We've talked about exhausted track athletes. We've covered it all. And we'll continue to do so here until this one's done. Throw over there to keep the runner honest at first base. This is Bevan at the plate. High with the ball there, so kind of an inconsistent start here by Delano. Well, he's been good for the Riverhawks on the mound, just 1 earned run given up. Strike called there. That lead runner of this ball game, very first batter, reached on a walk and eventually came around to score, but Delano's been lights out since. Kind of dancing through some raindrops, but doing so in impressive fashion. Runner on first base. That one just missing, trying to catch the bottom of the zone. I believe now the count 3 balls and a strike. Delano in danger of walking 2 consecutive batters here. No one out. This 4th inning just underway. This one slapped hard to first. Off the glove of the first baseman. Still thrown on by the second baseman for the out, I do believe. Yep. But a productive out nonetheless for the Gators. good job there by the second baseman to stay with it after it was off the glove of the first baseman and to get the out. Delano up to 67 pitches now. Step off there by Delano. Riverhawks so far today, 7 hits as a team. Gateway with 4. Ball once again by Delano. So control issues kind of a thing here to start this 4th inning. Still no one down. Or no, there should be one down. Well, that one missing the catcher badly. The outside portion of the plate, so. Delano will have to once again dance through some raindrops as the runner is now at third base and one down. That one well out of the zone, high for the ball. 1 out in the top of the 4th. Armstrong up 7-1. A big second inning at the plate for Armstrong. The reason for that, a swing and a miss. So 3-1 the count. 1 down, runner at third. And ball 4, so runners at the corners now with 1 down. I guess it doesn't hurt you too bad. It now brings the double play into effect. You get a little grounder to either of the middle infielders and could possibly turn that double play. Heck, the Gators got a double play to end the last half inning, so as Kevin Garnett famously once said, anything is possible. Now, Thompson will step in for Gateway. Leadoff batter for the Gators at the plate. Looks at a ball. Nice scoop there behind the dish. Ooh, wind once again kicking up. Lesson learned, maybe keep the shorts and short sleeve shirts until May. I don't have the brain capacity that of Ryan Bowser State Farm I mentioned earlier. I don't know if you heard that or not. Don't know what was on the air and what wasn't, but my choices sometimes, especially those with clothing, not always smart. It is brisk, but still a very lovely day. Be perfect if I just had some pant legs and some sleeves. Delano pitch on its way high out of the zone. He's going to be reaching somewhere near 80 pitches here pretty soon. Two and one the count. 1 down. Runners at the corners for Gateway. Breaking pitch high, and Delano this inning certainly missing very far off the plate, more than we'd seen in any inning before this. Maybe tiring a little bit is Carson Delano. Already threw 3 1/3. Again, only giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. He's at 78 pitches, and I think that's 79, as the walk will load the bases. 3 walks here by Carson Delano. And you got to wonder if it's time for a pitching change, and it sure looks like it is. So Coach Santelmo will head to the mound, and this mound visit sponsored by yours truly, High Top Sports Network, Joe Rhodes. You're welcome. We're glad to have you on High Top Sports Network. Certainly been a interesting year for us here on the network. We had that tragic fire in the fall, and trying to really build back since. And thanks to your kind words and support, we've been able to manage it and do it, and get through this spring and get back to full form here in the fall for you folks. Bring you some football and the things, volleyball and the things we like to do, and do it in a way that we are more accustomed to than 2024 and the latter part of 2023. So thanks for bearing with us through it all. You, our supporters out there, our viewers, mean everything to us. Your encouragement certainly goes a long way, and we thank you for tuning in like you do. Also, our sponsors, they're why we're able to do it. So we're lucky, as I always say, to do what we do where we do it, and that's a big reason. A big part of that is you guys who watch and the sponsors that support us here on High Top Sports Network. So it looks like I'm trying to see who it's going to be Bowser that's going to be coming to the plate, or the mound for Armstrong, number 17. First batter he'll face is Demchak, with the bases loaded and 1 down. So Bowser in for the Riverhawks. Bases loaded as mentioned. 1 out. First pitch a tad inside for ball number 1. I might be pulling a move that I haven't done in a while. If I can sneak my cable here, and that's watch the game through the glass portion of the door up here in the press box and block this wind, because I, again, like a dummy, did not dress properly. The wind chilled me off a little bit here. One ball, no strikes, 1 down, pitch on its way. This one roped towards the shortstop, thrown to third to get that runner, but a run does score. But a nice play there by Jablonski at the shortstop position to get the runner at third base. Would have been a rather rough or a hard play to try to get him at home. But the out recorded. Nice job there by Jablonski. Very deceptive motion there by Bowser. Really brings it back behind him. Nice little piece of his arsenal. So 7-2 the score. That run's going to go against Delano. It was inherited by Bowser. 2 more inherited runners out there. But the out recorded, I'm not sure. Everybody was running in. What is happening? Not sure what just occurred. Wow. I don't know. Gateway will come out to play defense now, but man, there was certainly one out, and looked like a tad bit of confusion there. Not sure exactly what occurred, but the Gators only able to tack on a run in that top of the inning. Now the Riverhawks will come to bat with a 5-run lead. Yeah, not entirely sure what just occurred there. I'm just going to take a sip of squirt and trust that we'll find an answer to it here sooner than later. Gonna try to adjust some things here to there we go. So the bottom of the 4th inning now upon us here at Armstrong Junior Senior High School. Armstrong leading 7-2. And the other advantage of this new little spot that I'm standing is far less wind. So my call can get through to you that much better. So Nick Kinner will lead off for the Riverhawks, number 6. He's 1 for 2 thus far. Facing Sterner. There's a second pitcher of the contest for Gateway. Sterner's done a really nice job since he's come in relief. This one laced down the line and out of play. The right fielder gave it a look, but that one will land on the other side of the fencing down the first base line. And with that last half inning ending, that'll close the book on Carson Delano. He'll finish with 3 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Strike called there, low in the zone. But I did mention Sterner. He has not allowed a hit in his inning and a third. 2 walks and a strikeout to his name. So a nice job there by that young man on the mound. So Kinter working here. Certainly making Sterner earn the out here if he's able to. 2-2 the count, no one down, ball 3. So a Steffi's Country Catering full count. Make sure you check out their Sunday specials, along with get your graduation party orders in. Mom, Dad, we're looking at you. Got to get those graduation party plans started. Kinner fouls that one back. I wasn't actually talking to my own parents. They're probably not listening. And I don't have a graduation party for any reason anytime soon. Those days are behind me. As it looks like the distance runners are on the track right now here behind me. They look exhausted. I don't miss those days at all.
Boys high jump, please report to the pit for check-in. Boys high jump.
And a pitch on its way, and Kinner's able to foul that one back as well. Nick Kinner battling here against Sterner. Seven pitch at bat thus far. And a walk drawn by Kinter. What an excellent at bat there by Nick Kinner. 8 pitches in all to earn the walk against Sterner, who has not surrendered a hit thus far in an inning and a third. Bottom of the 4th inning here between the Riverhawks and the Gators. And Armstrong putting all their runs on the board in a frantic second inning. Now Mason Schreckengost at the plate, the meat of the Armstrong order up. Back-to-back throwovers. Nothing doing. The runner safely returning to the bag. That, of course, Nick Kinner. Another throwover. That one high out of the zone for ball 2. 2-0, the count to Mason Schreckengost. Mason of the SCHREC spelling. So many spellings around this area, as you well know. Josh Schreckengost, another one that you probably know of. That one fouled away. Bunt attempt. The question is, how many of those Schreckengosts go by the nickname Shrek? That's the question. And which ones avoid it? I feel like the nickname's probably used often. There's got to be some that are just like, nope, not touching it. See, when you have a one syllable name, like myself, you don't have to really think of nicknaming your last name. Rhodes is just Rhodes. Sometimes you got to actually add a syllable to make it a nickname, like Rhodesy, as I've gotten in the past. This one roped towards center field, but on a line and caught for the out. Nice bat on ball there by Schreckengoss, but the out retired. One down. So Logan Badek will come to the plate for Armstrong here, the cleanup hitter for the Hawks. Badek has to get out of the way of that one, coming in high and inside. Runner at first base, one down. Badek at the plate for Armstrong, who leads 7-2. That one high and out of the zone. Two balls, no strikes to Logan Badek, the senior swinging Riverhawks player. That one's going to get past the catcher. He's going to throw down to second base despite the late break. Safely in there is Kinter. So now Badek will have a runner in scoring position with just one down in the bottom of the fourth inning here. I thank Nationwide Logistics, one of our sponsors today. Nationwide Logistics. Things got to get somewhere. Nationwide Logistics gets it there right as Badek will trot down to first base after a walk. Control issues been kind of a part of both pitching staffs today. Several walks, a part of the story for both sides. Now Braden Wright, the power hitting left-hander, comes to the plate for Armstrong. Swing and a miss. Trying to put a charge into that one was Wright. One down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Badek, a walk a moment ago, the reason. And now Braden Wright at the plate. This one, another big healthy cut there for strike two. So no balls, two strikes. Or no, I'm sorry, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Your count with one down. As the exhausted looking runners behind me continue to trot around the track here at Armstrong Stadium. It just looks exhausting. It's got to be the mile or the 2 mile. I'm going to say it's the 2 mile. As people continue to heckle these poor kids and tell them to push it. That one fouled away. Another big healthy cut there by Wright. Bottom of the fourth inning. Inside for the ball. Right, 1 for 1. 2 RBIs to his name already. Trying to add on to that here in the 4th. Faces Sterner, who's in the stretch. He looks home and fires the pitch. Ball gets past the catcher again. Both runners will advance. Up a bag, so now second and third with 1 down. And right at the plate still with a full count. Steffi's Country Catering full count. So I want to thank Mills Chiropractic for their support, and Des Moines Chiropractic. Some great chiropractic clinics here in Armstrong County. There's a swing and a miss there for out number 2. So the Gators able to dodge a bullet there. With Wright, who already had 2 RBIs to his name. And there were 2 runners on there, so a job well done there by Sterner. This one fouled back for strike 1. As a wasp continues to fly near me. This one driven hard to center field, but caught, and the out is retired. So the Riverhawks leave 2 stranded, and the Gators able to, again, dodge some damage there and come back to bat here to start the 5th inning with Armstrong leading 7-2 here in this section matchup on High Top Sports Network. Yeah, I want to thank our sponsors. Again, we're very appreciative of them and their support. That's, of course, Des Moines Chiropractic, Nationwide Logistics, Steffi's Country Catering, Mills Chiropractic, Bugsy's Pizza and Wings, Ryan Bowser State Farm. Those are your sponsors for today's broadcast between Gateway and Armstrong. Section matchup. We're going to tune out, and we'll bring you the 5th inning here in a moment on High Top Sports Network. Fifth inning upon us here at Armstrong Junior Senior High School. High Top Sports Network bringing you today's action. 7-2 your score. Dunsmore, Saunders, and Sterner, the three batters to start off this inning. Dunsmore with 2 RBIs to his name. Both runs brought in by the young man. Looks at a strike. 2 balls and a strike. The count here. Pitch on its way, and that's going to hit Dunsmore. So Riverhawks say, hey, that's what you get for driving in 2 runs against us. Here's a beanball. Certainly not the intent there, I'm sure. But Dunsmore had to wear that one, and he'll trot down to first base. And yet again, another leadoff runner for Gateway in this contest. It's been a theme. We're able to cash in on it early on in this game, but not so much here of late. So Saunders now at the dish for Gateway, who trail by 5 runs. Dunsmore at first after the hit by pitch, and this one slapped up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there by Saunders, and Dunsmore will scramble down to second base. So 2 on with no one out for Gateway. The 1-0 pitch driven up the middle there by Saunders for the single. His first hit of the ball game. Now 2 on. And Bowser still on the mound for Armstrong. Bowser throws down to second base. Back safely is Dunsmore. A lot of pickoff attempts here today by both teams as well. That's a thing that I've noticed. Couldn't see the call there by the umpire. Looked like a really close pitch on the outside corner. To Sterner, and they're going to say a strike. Time taken by the batter. Pitch on its way by Bowser. Just missing outside for ball number 1. The Armstrong Riverhawks girls in action today. On the softball diamond. Trying to make it a 4th straight year played in the state semifinals. And another hit by pitch by Bowser, and that will load the bases. I'm going to mention Armstrong softball on the road today against Kiski area. They come away victorious by a score of 24-0. So Armstrong, the bats that have been present here over the last 3 years, present once again, as they are able to put a 24 spot on the board in defeat of the neighboring Kiski area Cavaliers today. A mound visit taking place here. Bases full, Gators. Pitch on its way, strike. This one roped to the shortstop with a double play for out number 2. So similarly to how Armstrong was retired a couple innings ago, the sharp line out and a throw to the bag helps the Riverhawks in this situation get a double play and really go a ways in helping them escape this inning unscathed. Now runners at the corners with 2 down. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. Bevan at the plate for the Gators of Gateway. I promise you, if there are any real alligators in Gateway, in that area, Monroeville area, they're not native. They're not meant to be there. This one fouled away as well. So quickly behind in the count is Bevins. No balls, 2 strikes. A ball there a moment ago. So 1 ball, 2 strikes pitch. Oh, nope. A throw over to first. Back safely is the runner. And strike 3 looking. So Bowser able to dance through raindrops similar to how Delano did earlier in this game and had bases loaded but no outs and able to get the double play and then the strikeout there to retire the side and keep the score 7-2 in favor of the Riverhawks here as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning. So that'll be your score, and the Riverhawks coming to bat here shortly here in this section matchup, Class 5A on High Top Sports Network. Quickly recapping for Armstrong, who's coming to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. You got Braden Wright and Chase Jablonski with doubles apiece. Jablonski with 3 total bases, Wright with 2, Delano with 1, Nick Kinner with 1, Rory Fasheer with 1, and Zach Wiles with 1. Stolen bases recorded by Jablonski, Schreckengost, and Kinter. Bowser, who just completed that inning, he has an inning and 2/3 to his name, 1 hit surrendered, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. So a nice job there by Bowser in relief of Delano. As I mentioned, 7 hits for the Riverhawks, 2 coming from Jablonski. The rest were just 1 hit
efforts by Kinter, Wright, Fisher, Wiles, and Delano. RBIs recorded by Braden Wright, who leads the way with 2, Jablonski with 1, Kinter with 1, and Delano with 1. No Riverhawk player has struck out more than once, so that's also a good sign there. Gateway with 2 errors to their name, Armstrong with none. So Wiles at the plate for Armstrong here. Looks at a ball there. Run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. No one out here in the bottom of the 5th. Wiles, the player to man the hot corner for Armstrong, third baseman. This one roped. And it's going to be off the glove of the pitcher. And safely reaching first is Zach Wiles. That speed of his makes him dangerous. Really, any play that isn't made and thrown over quickly is a chance for Wiles to reach, and that's the case right there as he finds his way to first base for a leadoff hit. Now Bowser will come to the plate for Armstrong. Throw over. Back safely is Wiles. And Wiles there, though, will reach second base, so only can keep him down for so long. Wiles. A lot of attention paid to him, but finding his way to second base nonetheless. And a bunt attempt there, but just can't make clean contact with it. Ball fouled back. Bottom of inning number 5 here. Armstrong hoping to add on. That one gets away from the catcher. Wiles will scamper down to third base with ease. Now just short ways to go for Armstrong to add another run on here. Bowser at the plate. Step off there by Sterner. This one hit to right field. Caught. Wiles is going to tag up. Pretty good throw there, but Wiles able to slide under the tag. Really a great throw there by the right fielder, but Wiles' speed wins that battle, and the Riverhawks make it 8-2. Bottom of inning number 5, and the Riverhawks able to notch yet another run. Still kind of windy, but that sunlight feels nice, so I'm going to make my way back out from behind the door that I was hiding behind there to block the breeze. Nice pitch there on the outside corner by Sterner to get the called strike. Harkle the batter. Started this at bat with a ball, then a strike looking, and then another strike looking. So that's where we stand here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one well inside. Harkle able to avoid that one somehow. So 2-2. The count here. As Sterner looks home, fires inside. Ball taken. 3-2. Full count. The Steffi's Country Catering full count. Check out their Sunday specials, and whatever event you may be having, now that the weather's getting nice, make sure you check out Steffi's Country Catering in Adrian. Just search Terry Steffi on Facebook. Strike 3, looking outside corner, backwards K. There by Sterner to sit down. Harkle Road is now Jablonski will come to the plate with 2 outs. That one well inside again. This one slapped to third. Throw over to first in time for out number 3, and that will do it here in the 5th inning. Armstrong does add on another run, but Gateway buckling down thereafter to keep the Riverhawks with the 6-run advantage. Your score 8-2 here on High Top Sports Network. We'll head to the 6th inning. And I just want to thank our sponsors, in particular our scoreboard and official broadcast partner, Ryan Bowser State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser State Farm is there, right there in Ford City. Really grateful for Ryan's support and really all of our other sponsors as well. As I might creep towards this door again. The wind, as the sun goes down, as I said, and the wind picks up, it can be chilly up here high on top of the hill. So the start of the 6th inning now upon us here. Pitch in there. A ball to Vonik. Fly ball. And the Riverhawks unable to catch that. Kind of in between Jablonski and Schreckengoss, so another leadoff batter on for Gateway. A theme certainly here today. Bowser continuing to work on the mound in this sixth inning for Armstrong. So Vonik on the single there will bring up Thompson. Thompson, the leadoff hitter. No hits thus far, but a long run there, and not able to be brought in by the outfielder. It was a center fielder who charged that and was unable to make the catch. Might have been better left to let the right fielder Shearer track that one down. Long run from center field. So two kind of blue pop-ups to the outfield allow the first two batters to reach for Gateway. Bowser. That one's going to get past the catcher. Two base runners will advance to the third and second base respectively. Still no one out, so Gateway with kind of some hope here as this sixth inning goes or begins in their favor. With a couple men at third and second respectively, no one out. This one roped up the middle. That's going to score one. It's going to score two. It does indeed. A nice job there by the catcher to stop that one, but 2 runs on the board for the Gators here. Still no one out in the top of the sixth inning. We're exactly an hour and 30 minutes into this ball game, and a lot happening here. That one misses outside for a ball, excuse me. Gateway now scoring as many runs as this inning as they had in the entire game prior, and still no one out. Runner at first base. Riverhawks scoring 7 of their 8 in the second inning, excuse me. Swing and a miss. And that RBI was by Oatneal. That's correct, Oatneal, not Meal. Oatneal. Didn't want you thinking I mentioned the breakfast food oatmeal. Wasn't that? There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Bowser. Really good at getting that outside corner when he faces right-handed batters is Bowser. That one gets away and allows the base runner to get up to second base. So 8-4, no one down. Another runner in scoring position. This is maybe one of the last few, certainly, with only 6 outs left of their name, for Gateway to try to come back into this contest and get that first elusive win of the year. This one fouled away. This might actually be Oatmeal batting. What a great name. Oatmeal. For those scoring at home, that's Oatmeal with an N. Lays off that pitch. Bowser looks in. Fires home. And Oatmeal pops this one down towards the right field line, but foul. This is indeed Oatmeal batting, just for clarification's sake. Time taken. Strike three, looking. Nice job there by Bowser to record the out. First out of this sixth inning, so the Gators, who've already put 2 on the board here in this sixth inning, down to their final 5 outs. And Dunsmore now at the plate. Dunsmore has done some more of the damage than anybody else on his team today. A couple RBIs to his name. No, I did not see their roster last night and plan to use that phrasing had he had done what he had done today, but when it came to me, Dunsmore fouls that one away. Again, to check that young man's line. 2 hits, an RBI. I don't know, I actually thought he had 2 RBIs. They definitely changed that in the book. No, I'm sorry, Demchak, who's the big RBI guy today. He's got 3, but Dunsmore certainly helping out with 2 hits and an RBI to his name. Demchak, the other player with RBIs. Again, he has 3. Dunsmore slaps this one hard down the third base line. Foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Gateway batting. Curveball might have just missed. Didn't see any signal by the umpire. It is indeed a ball. 2-2 the count. Bowser. Fires home. This one ripped down the third baseline again, but just a bit early. Been the case here a couple times for Dunsmore. Armstrong trying to limit the damage. Again, surrendered 2 runs here to start this inning. Still runner at second base and one of the more potent batters at the plate. That one misses outside for a ball. This one ripped. Once again, foul down that third base line. I was gonna say, it's been more than an hour and a half since this game began. As I said there a moment ago, I think that was an error on my screen's part, but Dunsmore grounds out to short for out number 2, but the runner does advance to the third, so still some life for Gateway, but the opportunity narrowing now down to their final 4 outs. In there for a strike. Bowser just missing inside. That one outside. That one outside for a ball. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And time taken here. 2 men down. Saunders at the plate, runner at third, and Gateway trailing by 4. Pitch on its way. Check swing. And they're going to say no swing. Ball 4. Now runners at the corners with 2 outs. Throw down to second base, but nope, it's going to be cut off by Bowser. So now runners at second and third with 2 down. This one dribbler to the pitcher is going to throw on to first for out number 3. So 2 runners left stranded, but some damage done as the Gators put 2 on the board, cut this Armstrong lead down to 4 as they head into the bottom of the 6th inning, leading 8-4 over the Gators of Gateway. Again, I want to thank our sponsors for their continued support and helping us bring you this broadcast here today. That is Steffrey's Country Catering, Ryan Bowser State Farm, Nationwide Logistics, DeBon Chiropractic, Mills Chiropractic, and Bugsy's Pizza and Wings. A delicious place to stop and when you're having those nights like I am having right now, where I just kind of want a nice piece of pizza and some wings and throw something good on the TV. Bugsy's Pizza and Wings, certainly a place to do that. And boy, thinking about their pizza right now is making me quite hungry. So I'm not going to do that anymore, but make sure you do and check them out. Give them a call. Go pick up your pizza there today. Potentially the last half inning of Armstrong taking cuts here as they are the home team. So the 7th inning, they will only have to get the 3 outs, retire the 3 outs for Gateway to make this one official. Possibly maybe build a little bit of a cushion here. Tack on a few more runs.